Hey y'all, so today's upload was a little bit late and I apologize, but let's get into it. Y'all, I am engaged, y'all. Y'all see this rock right here? This signifies my love and our love and Jorge's love. And that's on fucking period. um I don't think that I don't know if if I have clips of like our trip. I'll obviously insert them, and I'm obviously gonna put like pictures as well. I'm gonna go through the story with you and just like how everything went, what happened, if I felt it, if I didn't. Let's get into it. Okay, so I'm gonna start with what I do have recorded and let that play out so y'all could get a little BTS, if you will, and I'll tell the story after that last clip. I'm recording this because I have a feeling, and my boyfriend told me that I wasn't gonna know because he's gonna hide it good enough. But I'm waiting for a ring, and I have this feeling that he's going to propose this month. And that sounds so fucking crazy to me. I'm gonna give you reasons why I think it's gonna happen. So, he bought me some nail stuff. He bought me some nail stuff because I do my own nails. I'm a DIY girl, and I do my Gel X nails. And so he bought me some stuff. Not that he wouldn't like before this, but he's been very adamant that he wants me to have my nails done more often. And I'm a ceramics girl, which is like, I'm an artist too. And so like I don't usually put nails on, but once in a while I just want to be like that beach. That's one, nails. Two, every time I say anything about my appearance, like if I want to get my lashes done, I want to get my hair done, he's like, "Oh, let's do it. Like you can do it right before a trip." And the thing is, like, we had this trip planned for this year. We just didn't know what month it was going to be. And we just came back from Mexico, Puerto Vallarta. We went for our anniversary last month because it was April 20th. And he planned it the next month. And I was just like, okay. I've been really wanting to go to Oaxaca, but it was just really all of a sudden, I don't know. Maybe he had it planned and I just didn't know, but I guess we'll see after this month ends. And if I'm wrong, I'm clearly not going to be posting this video and sharing it all. But I don't know, girl. I'm hoping. But I know he's going to make it special. We've been together 6 years now. And I know that he has his own plans. And it's going to go well. And yeah, I guess we'll see what happens. Back in if anything does happen. Don't be worried, girl. I'll be coming back. And if I do come back, then I was right. Hey, y'all. I got multiple updates for you. Number one, clearly, there's something different about me. Go ahead and comment it if you noticed. Jorge. Usually, okay, so we've taken 3 trips together, but in the past, like, we usually just do whatever happens. Like, whatever happens, and, like, we kind of, like, do spontaneous shit, And for this trip, he's like, I have surprises, I have things booked, I got stuff done, and, like, he's already, like, the way that he's going about this trip makes me feel like it. But the only reason I don't want to tell, like, my family members or like, I'm really close with my cousin, and the only reason I'm not telling her and I'm not telling my friends is because, like, what if I'm wrong and he just feels like doing surprises? Because sometimes he's just like that, Not for trips, though. So that's the only reason why I'm like, Also, like, he's been, like, obviously, I got the extensions, and it's not like he wouldn't do that, but, like, he wouldn't have done that right before a trip, if that makes sense. Because we're saving money to, like, spend over there, And he randomly started talking about how like he feels like after this trip it's just gonna be like our next stage of life, and I'm like, are you trying to make it super obvious, or you're trying to make it seem like it and it's not gonna happen, or you're just really happy about it and you're talking about it without knowing that you're kind of exposing yourself? Okay, but he just like keeps mentioning that he's like so excited, and like, I mean, I am too. I'm excited. I'm always excited for trips that we take together because it's exciting, it's fun, and it's like a vacation, right? But like, he just, I don't know, there's something different. And I gotta get stuff done. Today is Tuesday and we leave on Friday. I have to get stuff done, like obviously my extensions, I have to do my nails, and yeah, he's just been a little sus. And I'm recording this video so that I have, something to look back on, because I think parts of life like this are so beautiful, and is the reason why I even want to make YouTube videos, like why I want to create content, so that like not just for you guys but like for myself to look back on and see my memories and just like see the life that I love. And yeah, I'm excited. If nothing happens, I'm not posting this video. And if something does happen, clearly, if you're watching, but yeah, if I have another update before Friday or the trip, I will let you know. Okay, y'all. So I have one update. We're here at the airport, and there's a couple signs that I've been seeing. He doesn't want me to check his phone, like, because he said there's surprises on there. I can't, like, look at certain things that he has, like, scheduled. And he also said, or he's being weird about his backpack. Like, I literally packed everything in both luggages and our both backpacks, and he doesn't want me to, like, grab stuff from his specific backpack. So I'm just like, I don't know. Again, if it's not happening, I'm not posting this, but if it is posted, period. I genuinely don't know how to react. Like, I'm thinking about it, and it's, like, getting more real as the time comes. But, like, it doesn't feel real. And if it does happen, like, I genuinely don't know how to react. Like, I don't want to look stupid. And I'm, like, overthinking about, like, how I'm gonna, like, react to if it does happen. Like, we've always talked about it, and we've always, like, mentioned it and whatever. But I've never really thought about, like, the way that I would react. I just know that I don't want to be cringy. Not cringy, but, like, weird. Look at him. I don't know if you can see him all the way over there. He's literally, like, on the phone with some random person. He just, like, walks away. He's like, I have to take a phone call, and it can't be in front of you. You can't listen. I'm like, okay. Like, this is the most sneaky he's ever been in the 6 years that we've been dating. So, I don't know if he's just being really, I don't know. I guess we'll find out together. Bye. I feel like he thinks he's being slick, but I'm just smart. Also, he got me like 3 bouquets of flowers. Not bouquets, but he got like flowers 3 times this last week. And he's just been like all about surprises. And I'm just like, why are you living so much on me? And I don't know. I'm really feeling it. But like, I'm also like nervous about it now because like it feels more real as the day comes. If I have more updates, or if I get the chance to actually like talk to you guys before anything happens, or if anything happens, like, clearly something happened. And as you can see, I was 100% right, girl. Here I am with my ring. I will say that like I expected it, but I just didn't expect it in the way that it happened. And my expectations, like he kind of like surpassed, if you will, my expectations, because I genuinely like never thought, Okay, so let's start from when we landed and got to the hotel. So we got to the hotel at like 8 p.m. in Oaxaca, and we stayed at this cute pink one. And so we get there, we order a pizza, and the pizza was really, really bad. Like, I think it was just like the place that we ordered it from, it was like not good. I ate one slice and we had like some chips left over and water, and so I just ate that. And then we just kind of like got ourselves situated, put our stuff away in the, you know, how they have like cajones and stuff. And so that's what we did. And then go to sleep. We went to sleep a little bit late, honestly, because I genuinely did, like, in my head I was like, no way he would ever do it this early. Because I will say a little bit of context, we went to Greece about a little over, no, almost a year ago. And in that trip we did a lot of Airbnb experiences, and what those are is like you can book it through the Airbnb app, and the person you meet or whatever, it depends on what you want to do. But the one we did in Greece was a tour slash like picture thing, and so we got our pictures taken as we were doing tours. And so he was explaining to me that it was something similar to that, and that it was going to be early in the morning, because when we did it in Greece it was early in the morning, so that we wouldn't catch like all the tourists, so we could enjoy the tour, be able to take pictures, and that way we could get it done early. And so he explained to me that's kind of like what we were doing there. And we were going to this like botanical garden, and so he was like, get ready so that, like, you know, you could look good in the pictures that we're going to take, and blah blah blah. We wake up, we're supposed to be there, like there at 8 a.m. We wake up at 7. I'm literally rushing to get ready. I'm like getting my shit done. But I will say that I ended up putting on extensions because I don't know, I just wasn't feeling my short hair, and I felt like I looked like a little girl with my dress that I was gonna wear. So I decided to put extensions on. So that took like 20 minutes, and usually like my makeup will take 30 minutes, and I was cutting into the time of us having to leave, because we were supposed to leave by like 7:30 at least to get there a little bit early. No, girl, we left at like literally 8. And so we were there about like 20 minutes late, because obviously we had to wait for the taxi. We had to get in the taxi, pay the taxi, and leave, right? And like walk up to where we're actually going to go. And so that took 20 minutes. And so we get there, and he introduces me to, I'll give you more context after I tell the story so you could kind of understand my thought process through this whole thing. We get there, I introduce myself to the photographer slash tour guide. And she's like, okay, so like let's start taking pictures. Like, this is a good spot. It was like around, I'll show you a picture, like I'll put it right here. Like as I'm speaking, I'm gonna put pictures. And so we started taking pictures, and obviously in those pictures you can see that I'm wearing this ring right here. And this was my promise ring from 6 years ago. And so I thought nothing of it, because one, it was early. Two, like we already started taking pictures, so I was like, nothing's happening. So I'm thinking maybe it's gonna come in like the next 2 days, or I don't know, maybe at dinner, or I don't know. I was just like not thinking it was gonna happen right there. And what's crazy is that like I always thought like I'm gonna know exactly when it's happening. Like I didn't know in the moment. Like it was just like my brain didn't like put the pieces together. You know what I mean? And so we're taking the pictures, and there's this spot, and I'll show you the picture right now. I'll start playing the pictures. And she puts us back to back, and I just figured that was like a cute pose. And the thing is, like, how did I not see that that was gonna be like, that's the moment, like right there? I genuinely had like no thought. Like my brain was just like not working right there. And Jorge, or yeah, she tells us to like move a little bit apart because the shot would look better. And then obviously Jorge's like getting ready, and I didn't see that part. I didn't see the part where he's getting ready, obviously because I had my back turned. But then I see a mariachi start to come in, and I was like, what the fuck? I wonder if like they're having a party, or because they were setting up for a wedding, and I figured they're just like practicing or something. And they start coming in, and then she I thought it was so fucking funny because she yelled. She literally, she in Spanish, she's like, Leslie, volteate. She like straight up yelled because she was across the pond that you see in the pictures. And so I see the mariachi, I turn,
and Jorge's starting to kneel, and I'm like, tears start falling. It's a waterfall at this point. Like, I'm like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, like, we're taking pictures, this is the moment, this is it. Like, I'm just like so in the moment, and like, but also not, because I'm just like stunned, you know. And I just, in my head, I was just like, oh my gosh, my makeup's gonna look so ugly in these pictures. I just want, like, I want them to be cute. And like, this whole section, like, I felt like it was gonna be like fricked up, and it wasn't. Jorge was reassuring me, but he was like, obviously, his little spiel. I don't want to share that because it's very intimate and that's for us. But I will say that I asked him to repeat it to me later in the day, because I was like, can you just like tell me? Because there was parts, I was just so in the moment that I wasn't like fully capturing what you were telling me. And so he told me again, and it was just beautiful. And I was just crying and laughing and crying and laughing, and like laughing like joyously, you know, not laughing at him, like, of course not, but I was just like giggling because he was right. Like, I didn't expect it. I wasn't gonna know. Like, and I wasn't expecting all of that. Like, it was crazy. And I will say that was my first mariachi ever that anyone's ever got for me. And I'm just so happy with the memory, the way it went, the way it worked out. And Jorge was so like amazing at planning this stuff, because a long time ago we talked about like what my requirements were for like an engagement, and I don't even remember seeing this. He was like, "Oh, we have our 2 days like to just celebrate for us." And I forgot that I had said that. I told him that like I wanted 2 days after our engagement to just like fully be in the moment and just like enjoy ourselves and celebrate ourselves like on our own, just us. And he 100% gave that to me, and it was just amazing. It was beautiful. Oaxaca was beautiful. The whole trip was just amazing. We met amazing people along the way, and I cannot like it's not obviously not going to compare to anything else. And right now we're in the process of planning all the things, and I don't know, I'm just so happy with everything. And you know what's crazy is that like I told him, because I will say I'm gonna talk to the girlies that like need to value themselves a little more, because I needed it. I remember, honestly, I will say that I was like pressured by like fucking TikTok stuff and shit like that, and like people were like, oh, if he hasn't proposed in this amount of time, like I don't know if he loves you, girl. And I'm just like, I was like becoming insecure, and also not valuing myself in terms of like, I would say, like, you could literally buy me $100 ring and I'm gonna say yes, like, or you can either even propose in the car and I'm gonna say yes to you. But like, sometimes, girl, we gotta let ourselves be loved in the way that others want to give to us, you know. Like, we can't always control everything. And I will say that I like letting go of that and trusting 100% in our love and in him, like, got me to where I am right now. And I'm so happy, and I'm so in love. And it's just like, I will say that like it's not like everything has changed, but like it's just like a new chapter, and you know, like turning a page in the book. Like, it just feels so fresh and so new and so amazing. And like, even though we've been dating for 6 years, like, it just feels like that honeymoon phase again, where like you're just excited. I mean, I will say that a lot of people tell me like, oh, that phase is gonna finish. Like, no, we had always been like very like loving, and people were like, I remember somebody, I don't remember who it was, but they saw my text with him, and I would always finish the text with a heart, and they're like, oh, that's gonna end soon. Girl, we're still doing that 6 years later. I don't know if it was a girl or a guy, I don't know who it was, but I will say, don't let other people's opinions and or experiences like hinder your own, or like let like keep you from being happy for what you have. Don't let other people put their don't let people project their things onto you, because girl, you decide what you want in life, and you decide how you act, how you want your relationship to be. And nobody can take you that from you. Nobody can tell you how it's gonna go, or how anything. Like, even now, people my grandpa, he was like, oh, ahorita es lo dulce, al rato es lo amargo. I'm like, Like, shut up. Like, I did not tell my grandpa to shut up out of respect, obviously, but I was just like, in my head, I was like, what the fuck? Like, you're the one that. That's a whole thing. That's a whole thing. I'm just not gonna get into it, but it's just like, you fucking decide where your relationship's gonna go and how you decide to treat people, how you decide to act, how you decide to be in a relationship. Like, the reality is, like, we are responsible for ourselves and for who we are and who we give, and the way that we give to people. And so, I will say, like, if you're watching this video and maybe you're just like down on, I don't know, life, and like not believing that love exists or like true love or anything, like, girl, this is a sign for you. And for me to tell you that, like, for the longest time, I will say, like, trigger warning, I'm sorry, but I did have, you know, tendencies, and I used to think that, like, I was better off not being here. And I am so grateful that I never made that decision, and that, like, I never, like, fully, I don't know, I'm grateful to be here, and I'm grateful for the love that I have and the person that I'm able to continue this life with. And I'm so happy to have him and have our love and to grow. And I just I'm just so happy, and I hope that every one of you, whoever watches this, and if, like, it reaches the people it needs to, I hope that you guys get to experience this type of love at least once in your life, even if it comes to heartbreak. Like, I know it sucks, but, like, truly love is worth it, and that's pretty much it. I am the lovey-dovey type, and I will always tell you to reach for the fucking stars, whether it's for your dreams, the love of your life, whether it's the love, your passion in life, anything. Like, we can do what we want because I don't know, we have love. We are love. Yeah. That's pretty much the story for my engagement. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, please comment them down below. I will obviously be showing more content about the process in which we will continue our engagement party, our, wedding, or anything and everything that comes. Obviously, it's going to be filmed, and I hope that you guys enjoy this and what is to come. Please subscribe and like, and love you. Bye.